Hi everyone and welcome back to Nay's Daily Vlog. Thanks for clicking on today's video. It is another time and another day on Nay's Daily Vlog. Guys, today's video I will be telling you about the next steps or things to do after you've won the DV lottery. And in the course of this video, guys, if you find this content interesting, please do me the honor of subscribing. So guys, the first thing after you have won the DV lottery, guys, the first thing on that list, guys, is printing out that form or that letter that says you have been randomly selected. Yeah, you have been randomly selected or you have won the DV lottery. You print out that form because you are going to need it. And after you have printed out that form, then the thing to pay attention to on that form is your case number. This case number is going to the case number is a number that you're going to use. I think you're going to put it to fill it to in your DS260 form. And the case number 2, it also determines like when you're going to have your interview. So that is the first thing to do after you have won the DV lottery. That's the first step. The second step, guys, is filling out your visa form, or what is called the DS260 form. Guys, before filling out this form, you ought to make sure that you have your passports, like a valid passport. Your dependents have a passport, because there is no way you're going to fill out the DS260 form without having a valid passport, guys, because the passport is where your visas are going to be stamped. So if you haven't had a passport at this point, please make sure you get a passport, valid passport, guys. And then the next step, this step is a step that I think they no longer do it anymore. At first though, you will be required to compile your documents and send them to the embassy, but now you no longer do that. All the documents the embassy is going to require from you, you're going to carry them on the day of your interview. So in that case, the next step is going to be preparing your documents. I have a video on this channel that talks about the documents you need after you have won the DV lottery. If you have not watched that video, go and watch it so that you know those documents you need. So guys, if your passport is not valid, please make sure you have a valid passport. Gather your documents. Having a valid passport is one. Making sure that you have your educational certifications, your advanced level, your high school, your diplomas, your degrees is another. Make sure you have if for those who have no formal education, make sure you have make sure you have proof of 2 years work experience. It can either be a contract, it can either be an offer letter. Make sure you have all of those. If you are married, make sure you have your marriage certificate handy, your birth certificate. Guys, make sure you have all these documents handy. Make sure you have your non-conviction or police clearance handy, because all of these things you are going to need them. You are no longer going to submit it, you're going to carry it along. So guys, and a friend of mine reached out to me and was asking me about the documents to carry along for your interview, and I sent him a link of those documents on what of those documents, right? Documents I saw on the US embassy website. And guys, I also just want to, this is why I was even bringing this up. The reason I was bringing this up is because once you're about going for an interview, guys, take every document that you know or you think is going to be needed. It's better you go there with all your documents you have in your entire life, than that you should go there and then they ask for one document that you had that document but you left it at home. So in cases to avoid all of these, guys, you have to make double assurance sure by taking all the documents. Any document that you just feel that they're going to need, guys, carry it along. That's just the advice I just wanted to throw out there. I'm going to be moving to the next step, guys. The next step is the medical examination, guys. The medical examination, I talked about it on my other video, and I said that, guys, with the medical examination, you don't go to any hospital of your choice. You don't see any doctor of your choice, guys. The US embassy has a contract with a clinic where if you have won the DV lottery or if you intend to travel to the state, that is the clinic you go to. It's assigned physicians, assigned physicians and assigned clinic. And the one in Cameroon, I think, is it in Yaoundé there? That's where that of Cameroon is. I'm going to just drop it down because somebody asked in one of my videos and I don't know, I just kind of forgot, but I'm going to drop it down for you. Yes, guys. So you have a specific clinic and you have a specific clinic you go to, and you have their specific doctors. And guys, this is normally done like before you go for your medicals. You must have gotten the second notification that states that your interview date has been set. You cannot go for your medicals without a set interview date, guys. You can't go for your medicals without that. So you can't just decide randomly that you're going for your medicals. No, when that second notification letter has been sent to you telling you about your interview date, that is when you are to go for your medicals, guys. And I talked about this in another video of mine. Like for medicals, people get scared, like, oh, do they check for all the underlying diseases? No, guys. Like what they are big on is making sure that you have all your up to date with your immunization records. And the most important thing of them all is making sure that you are TB free, that is tuberculosis free. So there is no need to fear if you have like if you're somebody who has like high blood pressure, your sugar level is high, you have like you have a problem with your heart also, guys. They don't bother about all that. As I said, the most important thing of them all is making sure that you are TB free. And then, guys, we'll be moving to the next step, which is going for the interview. And yes, guys, the interview is the next step. And going for your interview, as I've always said, you have to make sure you dress formal. You should be prompt, be there on time, look smart, look your best. And guys, please be respectful to the people that are going to interview. Just be respectful, like, to anybody you meet there, because I know that sometimes most people are so disrespectful because they believe that the gate man on the gate, I mean like the security guy at the gate, is not related to your interview in there, guys. Like you have to start being courteous or being respectful from the time you step your feet there. You know, this you're going there so that they might grant you a visa, so you have to be on your best behavior. So yes, the next thing on that list is your interview. Make sure you go for your interview on time. And guys, after you have finished your interview, the interview normally takes like from 3 to 5 minutes. And within those 3 to 5 minutes, guys, there are interview questions on this channel. Please go watch that video. The questions are so short and so brief. And after that, if you have won, you're going to be told to come back after a week, depending on the country. I don't know how they do it in other countries. In Cameroon, I was told to come back after a week to collect my passport with my visa that has been stamped in it. And that was what I did. And this is something I also just want to throw in here. You know, most of my videos I always just give like advice for things that, because I experienced this, so I always just like to tell you guys. So as I said before, as I've been singing on this channel, I did have a problem with my name, and that was due to my negligence, because I was given several opportunities to correct it. Guys, when you go for your interview and your name or anything is missing from your name or your personal information, guys, please do just correct it. Please, guys, correct that information. I don't know how to emphasize on this because this has cost me a lot. So if you go for your interview and you have a problem, a spelling, like a problem with your name, guys, make sure you let them know so they correct it. So yes, after a week, you come and you come back to the embassy. You get your passport with your visa stamped in it. I think it's mostly that visa it's always about for a period of about 6 months. And if you're not there, if you're not in the States before then, the visa, it expires. And once you go for the interview, they give you like a brochure. I mean, once you go to collect your passport, guys, with your visa stamped in it, they give you like a paper, a brochure that has like the link to the USCIS. This link is to help you pay for your green card, so that once you come into the States, you can get it, because you cannot get the green card once you're in your home country. No, till you come to the States before you can get your green card. It doesn't matter when you pay it. So it gives you like the option of either paying back it gives you the option of paying in your country of origin, or once you move to the States. And once you move to the States, it takes like about 2 to 3 weeks for you to get your green card. So it doesn't really matter. You're under no pressure, but that is another step. And most people always prefer paying it before moving to the States, because once they come to the States, guys, there's just like this lot of responsibility, a lot of bills and other things to take care of. So most of the times people just like paying for the green card in their country of origin. And once you pay it, once you get to the States, it's going to be mailed to to the address that you have on your DS260. And guys, if you're moving to the States, guys, and you change your host or you change your address, please, once you get to your port of entry and when you're talking with the officers, please do make mention of the fact that you have changed your address, so that your green card should not be mailed to the wrong address. This is vital information. I have so many friends that happened to them, so I'm telling you all, please, if you have changed your address or you intend to live in another place, please do let the immigration officers know at your port of entry. So guys, the next point is getting a flight to the States. Yes, and once you book your flight and that is it, you're in the States. As I said, you're at the port of entry, you're going to talk with the immigration officers about, like, if there's change of address, change of address and all that. And then you're also going to hand over the envelope to them that was given to you at the embassy that they told you not to open, because once you go for your interview, once you go to pick up your passport with all that, an envelope is going to be given to you, that once you get to your port of entry, you should give that envelope to the immigration officers. So basically, guys, that is it. Like, those are the next steps after winning the DV lottery. So I'm just going to do a quick recap so that the point can get across better. So the first one on that list is making sure that you print out the form that says you have won the DV lottery. This is very, very important because you are going to need it once you go for the interview. The next part on that, the next point is making sure that you fill out your visa form, because after winning the DV lottery, guys, you have to apply for a visa. You are not just when you win does not mean that automatically you're coming to the States. Nope, guys, you have to apply for that visa. For your visa, and the form is called a DS260 form. With the DS260 form, you have to make sure that all your documents, all your information is accurate, very accurate. If your birth certificate says your name ends with an N, make sure on the DS260 ends with an N. Your information should be accurate. Your date of birth, all those things should be very, very accurate, because that is the information that is going to be printed out on your green card, or that is the that information is going to be printed out on your green card. And trust me, you don't want to have like a misspelled name or a wrong date of birth and all those kind of things. And then the next thing on that list is going for your medicals. The next thing is going for medicals, and medicals, it's after, it's once you have been told that you have an interview, that's when you go for your medicals. And then the fourth is going for the interview. After the interview and you're successful, the next thing is paying for your green card. After paying for your green card, the next is moving to the States. And guys, those are all the points so far. So I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you learn one or two things from the video. And guys, in case of any questions, remember to ask down in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for the support thus far. I am grateful, and see you all on my next one. Thanks guys, and bye for now.